Hello, I am your United States of America 2018 Senate candidate and also your United States of America 2020 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker. So today is Wednesday and it's November 22nd, 2017. And I just want to make sure that I tell everyone happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your day. How do I spend my Thanksgiving? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'll be doing all kind of different things, but I love the Macy's Parade. I do love the Macy's Parade. Macy's Parade. I love the Macy's Parade. Shouts out to New York and the Macy's Parade. Also, no one has to go hungry. No one. There are going to be plenty of places, especially in Los Angeles, California, that will be feeding people. And I know people see this video all over. So wherever you live, whatever country or whatever, look for places that are feeding. You do not have to go hungry, because again, people just take advantage to think that just food is readily available for everyone or everybody has money for food, and they don't. When you look at the statistics, they talk about how many people go hungry every day, and this is in America, and again, I know people watch some other countries or wherever you live at, the key goal is find some place that's serving food. If you're hungry and you don't have any food, go find a place. If you don't have access to a computer or a phone, or just ask people. Whoever, just keep asking, do you know someone that's feeding? Or if it's a neighbor, tell your neighbor, hey, I'm hungry. I don't have food. Especially if you have kids. I don't have food. And we need to eat. Do not be afraid to ask for help. If you watch a lot of my videos, you'll see that a lot, where I do a lot of talking on that. Especially when you have other people dependent on you. Because if you won't sit there and starve yourself, that's you. But don't be having your kids starve or other people that are in your care. If you have, elderly people in your care or other family members or people in your care, because pride, you got to let go of that pride. You need to eat and they need to eat. So on this Thanksgiving, I want no one to go hungry. Do not go hungry. Here in Los Angeles, California, one place, because you all know I do comedy and I perform a lot at this place. They have a lot of different open mics, a lot of different stuff there. Chocolate Sunday is there. I've gotten blessed to be able to perform on Chocolate Sunday at the beginning of where they let us comedians, mic type comedians, be able. I'm not an open mic type. Let me correct that, because I'm a comedian of all type. But I'm just saying, when I performed with Chocolate Sunday, that's what I did the beginning part, which is what they call it's sort of like open mic at that time, but that was years ago. You can book me to be able to come and perform. Believe me, I have plenty of material, okay, and I'm good, okay. Anyway, so Thanksgiving, because that's what this is about. Happy Thanksgiving, and I don't want anybody hungry. So the reason why I mentioned the Hollywood Laugh Factory is because Hollywood Laugh Factory on Thanksgiving, shouts out to Jamie Masada, feeds people, and he has been doing this for years. People go in, volunteers. I even go down there and just try to do what I can. I have nerve pain, so I can't be lifting plates and doing things like that. But I'm encouraged with my mouth, whatever I can do with my mouth. This is what I can I can do, so and a lot of people need encouragement. That's a good job, that's a good thing. My mouth is a good thing, because a lot of people are down and depressed because they don't have anybody encouraging them. So you got wonderful me, Michelle Hope Walker, that comes along and encouraging them and speak life into them. Oh, that's like one of those lines you almost feel like the spirit coming in. You're like, ooh, I want to speak in tongues or something. Praying in the spirit. Okay. And that's Christian talk, so I know I got to watch it. Joyce Myers came to my mind, that for people that are not Christians, they're like, what? But anyway, I am a Christian, so I'm also real good at telling people, if you don't like me talking about God and you don't like me talking about Christian things, this may not be the video for you. Because I talk about God a lot. It's been God that's been there for me. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Keeps me day by day. But anyway, so Jamie Masada in the Hollywood Laugh Factory, which is Sunset in Fairfax. If you you don't have to starve, if you don't have any food, homeless or whatever, you can come there and eat. It's free like all day, and they feed you, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Matter of fact, shouts out to Tiffany Haddish. She was there last year. The guy that's on think of the show. I can't think of it, but another show was there. And a lot of other great performers are out there at that. Comedian Shane. But that's not the one. It's the Donuts, Superior Donuts. The guy off Superior Donuts. He was there last year. A lot of times I just go and just be there to help encourage people each year. I have allergies, so I really can't eat food. I don't want to die eating something, bless your hearts. I know you're like, you got allergies, you got nerve pain. Yes, I do. I do have all that. But anyway, so my key goal, I go there to just encourage people, you know what I'm saying? But so for many years, I've gone there every year to just in support, and I just think it's awesome on what Jamie Masada do. Tiffany is so funny. All the comedians, all of them, so funny. Last year, just awesome, and it's good to see these people laughing, because it's a lot of homeless people there that if it was not for the Hollywood Laugh Factory opening their door and bringing them in to feed them and give them a free show, to encourage them, an uplifting show, where would these people be on Thanksgiving Day? And I know for some people like, oh, well, it's commercialized and it's, yeah, but still, I mean, if there's a way we can show love, if a holiday promotes showing love, it's not a bad holiday to me. I mean, regardless who started the holiday or who. I mean, if it promotes love, I'm all in. If it promotes showing people love and helping people and being kind to people, why not celebrate it? I know there's still skepticism about, the pilgrims and the Indians are like, no, we wasn't happy with, whatever, I understand it. I get it, but I'm just saying, because I know somebody will dive in on that. Well, it really ain't, we shouldn't make a big deal out of it. And again, you don't have to. You don't have to. My thing is, I'm thinking about the people who are homeless, the people who don't have family, the people who don't have no food. I'm just trying to let them know. Because they know I'm an advocate. That's my group. You know how there's certain groups of people that each one of us may be called to speak more to than others. I know the disadvantaged, the downtrodden, homeless people, poor people, low-income people, just certain types of people. Those are my people that I'm most because I'm always trying to encourage them. And now again, rich people and everybody too. Because again, now don't get it twisted to think that just because somebody got money, they happy. I done told y'all. I've been around how many people with tons of money, and I have realized, I'm going to my homeless friend. They are more happier than you. These people are miserable, and you're looking at them like, why are you so mad? Society, quote unquote, says you're supposed to be happy. You got this house, you got these cars, you got this money, and you tend to be good with your things. So what is going on? Why are you so mean and sad? But now as a Christian, that goes back to God, because you got to have a relationship with God. I don't care what material things you got. If you ain't got no relationship with God, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I mean, I'm out there to encourage any and everybody. But back to, again, my point of pushing Thanksgiving and the free Thanksgiving dinners, because there are people that are homeless and hungry, and I want them to know that they have a place to go. And I know people all over the world watch my videos, so I'm just saying, find a place. Talk to whoever's near you. Let them know, I don't have food, I need to eat. Say something. Don't be afraid to ask for help. On this Thanksgiving Day, do not be afraid to ask for help. Mothers with kids, do not be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because the kids depending on you to open your mouth. And so you have to. I remember T.D. Jakes sometimes was talking about, when you're raising kids and have kids, sometimes you got to talk to people you would normally talk to. to, but for your kids' sake, because maybe you got to handle business with your kids. You got to talk to coaches if they're on teams. You got to talk to teachers. You got to talk to, and if you need help with something, you got to go talk to agencies that can help you or people that can help you. No, you may not want to ask for the help, and you may feel like they get ready to look at you all funny and maybe, put you down for it, but you got to, because these are your kids, and your kids are dependent on you to open your mouth so that they are taken care of. So if you need help, you cannot be afraid to ask for the help. You cannot be afraid, let go of that ego and that pride. That ego and pride can get sometimes in so much trouble. You just gotta lay that aside. I remember one time, what was it, a ride or something? I have a car, but one time I was living in Mississippi or somewhere, and oh my gosh, please don't leave your area to live somewhere else for a man. Please don't. No matter how nice he is before you move there. But anyway, and I think he was playing crazy that day or something. I needed a ride to something. I really didn't want to call him or something, or something. But anyway, somebody ended up giving me a ride. I was teaching school there in Mississippi. Shouts out to Horn Lake. I did substitute teaching there daily. They enjoyed me, and so and I enjoyed them. And so I basically taught school daily between high school and the middle school and different things like that. But anyway, and so the person that did end up giving me a ride, was it a ride home from work or to work? I can't remember. But so yes, that's another job I've done. I know, you had I have. I love working. And even now, whatever I can do, it's just right now things are very limited on what I can do. But my mouth, I can move this mouth. But anyway, I remember her just saying, honey, you can't get worried about what somebody gonna think. Or you can't get concerned on this or that, or even if somebody gonna say no, you just gotta ask. If you gotta have stuff done, don't worry about what they think about you. Don't worry, you just gotta get. And real talk, look at me right, and I already knew that beforehand, because again, I've always been one that if I need help on something, or especially when my kids were little, my kids are grown now, but when my kids were little, if I needed help with something, or just my kids, or just help with something, I'm that type. I will scream up on the rooftop. I'll call the president. I will reach out to everybody, and also I think that relates to self-esteem. That when you love yourself, that you deserve to eat, you deserve to get help just like the next person. Everybody's had to ask for help in some type of way, whether it's finances or just help, even people just hiring assistants. They're hiring an assistant because they need help. So it's sad that sometimes people look down on one help than other help or whatever, but you can't worry about how people look at you. You got to be willing to ask for help, and that goes to me relates with self-esteem. And when you feel good about yourself and you know that you're valuable just like the next person is valuable, that then you deserve help just like the next person should get help. Get help. Your life is valuable just like the next person. Because I think some people they'll sit and need stuff and go without stuff, or need help with something, but won't ask because they're like, oh, little on me, who am I? They're probably not going to help me. They probably, no, you got to be like the lady in the Bible. Y'all know I pull out my Bible in a minute. The lady in the Bible, Luke, and the persistence in the Bible, where, and this is the Holy Bible. Yes, my Bible is used. That's what it's called. It's a used Bible because I read it every day and pray, and, what Mary and them talk about, think I'm so sweet, think I'm so kind. Yeah, it's the God in me. Yes, it's the God in me. That even when people's playing crazy, that I could stay focused and positive. But anyway, so in your Bible, in the New Testament, in Luke chapter 18, verses 1 through 8, it pretty much tells the story of the widow who basically she kept going to the judge and asking to be let me just read it. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not God, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continuing coming she weary me. So basically, he was saying she working my nerves. So basically, what does she want? Give it to her, please. Give it to her so she can stop coming here each day. Sometimes you gotta wear folks out like that. You know what I'm saying? Not that you want to, because sometimes people just ask for something simple, but for some people it'd be a power struggle. People just don't want to help you just because they just don't want. Some people just mean. They have the power to help you, or they have the power to be able to do something, but they just mean, don't want to do it. You know, or hating on you. That's what they're talking about with Meek Mill. Something that they feel like the judge is hating on Meek Mill for why she put him back in jail. You know, and you got to watch this jail system, yes, because don't get me wrong, there's some good people in the jail system, there's some good guards, there's some good marshals, there's some good, you know, different judges and different, but then you got some people, they just mean to these different inmates and people in jail just because they can. It's a power thing. And when you ask them, you know, when you're with your loved one and trying to help advocate for your loved one, sometimes they will just not help because just to spite, just to be spiteful. Just because, you know, they can, but they just, no, I'm not doing that. No. Not because, you know, because they can, but just to be spiteful, you know, just to be hateful, you know. So, you know, you have to stay prayed up, but persistent. So when you need help with something, if one person say no, it's okay. Don't let one person's no throw you off of the whole thing. You keep asking for whatever it is you need, whatever it is you're trying to do. And, you know, take breaks because, you know, yes, after a while, that you wear yourself down. You know, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of asking. You know, so stay prayed up, take you a break. But believe me, you keep knocking on doors. Also in the Bible, talk about you keep knocking, somebody gonna open the door. You keep knocking, and you know, sometimes it's just a thing of how long can you just keep standing? How long can you keep doing it? And if God is calling you to keep knocking, God calling you to keep asking folks this and that, well then keep doing it. And eventually something's gonna, you know, God's not gonna tell you keep doing something for nothing. You know, there's a reason behind it, or something's gonna come through from it. You know, so but happy Thanksgiving. You know, but yes, on this Thanksgiving, as always, I'm concerned about the homeless. I'm concerned about people that don't have food. I'm also concerned about people that, you know, maybe family relations aren't like the best, and they're just like, you know, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, they dread the whole thing. Because they're like, I got to go see these people that I don't want to. And so you just have to stay prayed up. I tell people, just say, you know, but my thing is, you know, with family, it's about love. So the key goal is just loving each other. And even when you're loving family and sometimes you still feel that rejection from them, or you just still feel like, you know, just do your part. Don't worry about what they doing or not doing. Now, I know I was watching something today that they were saying some people just literally cut people out their life because it's just too much stress. They keep trying to reach out for the person and the person is rejecting them, and so they just cut. Now, I can't say I'm really into just cutting people off because none of us are perfect. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, maybe limiting. I mean, especially if you're trying to reach out to them and they're not even responding to you, you know. But I don't know if I would just cut off, period. You know, I mean, because that's your family. Unless they have just done, now again, you have to stay prayed up because I don't know if they've done some gruesome things to you or just some things that, yes, you love them and forgive them, but you just don't feel like you need to be in the same room with them, whatever. You know, hey, that's between you and God. I'm not telling you on what to because I don't know what went on. But I'm just talking about just little stuff of attitudes. You know, people I don't like how they did it. They did, you know, pray for people and just still show love and just do your part. You know, and then, you know, from time to time, you know, again, address them about the issue. Look, I don't like when you treat me like this. I don't like when you're saying these bad things about me to the other family. I don't like that, you know, because some people you can tell these things to and they still will run around just. First of all, they're not open enough and they're not listening to you. And when you're trying to tell them about, you know, what they're doing to you negatively that you don't like and that you would like for them not to do it, they take it as a negative instead of just changing their behavior, you know, because evidently you love them, you wouldn't be talking to them about it, you know. If you didn't love them, you would just cut them off like a lot of people. And I'm not saying the people that cut people off don't love their people, but I don't know if I can just see just cutting people totally off. because none of us are perfect and all of us have our little ways. My thing, I'm always like, just love people, respect people for who they are. That will cut down on a lot of family arguments and stuff right there. Because a lot of time it's that people want people to act the way they want them to act. And when they don't act the way they want them to act, then they get mad at them and talk about them. Or you got family members that talk about other family members with other family members. And the family member is not dumb. They know you're talking about them negatively. It's like, duh. When certain family members are saying certain things and then they come back around in your face like they're not saying, but even in those cases, you just have to focus on the love, because then do you want to spend all your time with your family arguing about all the things that they're not doing right with you? And it's sad because you're not trying to, for those of us that we're just kind and nice, we love our family, we're just happy to be around, we're just happy to, for them and whatever it is they choose to do, we're happy for them, we're not, we love them. So for those of us that, are happy with our family, just happy, but then just still sometimes you just feel them coming at you negatively, different ones, and you're just like, you don't get it. Sometimes we don't understand myself, because you're not judging them. You're not even, you're happy. You want them to be happy doing whatever you're just asking them, just treat me right. Just don't treat me negative. That's all. But, just love on people. So happy Thanksgiving. Love on people. And check yourself too. Because sometimes we are so quick to talk about what people are doing to us that we're not checking ourselves. So we check ourselves too. Am I being kind? Am I, Now you have the right to talk, because you got some people that as soon as you start saying something that they don't want to hear, or you bring it to their attention, hey, don't call me that name, or hey, don't say that about me. If they say something bad about you, and then they just start thinking you're arguing. No, you're not arguing. You're just letting them know, don't say that about, But some people, they think they can treat you bad and that it's okay to treat you bad. And then when you tell them, look, it's not okay for you to treat me bad, then they want to argue and make a big hoopla about it. And it's like, I just was telling you don't do that. I'm not even really mad at you. I'm just asking you to not do it so you don't do it again. That's it. And I'm done with it, So, love and stay prayed up and do what you feel is best, I'm just sort of leery on that cutting off. I don't know about cutting off. And if you're a family member and somebody has cut you off, especially when you ain't done nothing to them. You just have to pray, and, if they don't want you to call, well, then you can't really, you have to watch, then calling if they say don't call. But if they don't tell you that if it's still open a call, you can still touch bases with them, just saying, hey, just call, say I love you, and just focusing on the love. Family, focus on the love. That's it. You're not trying to control each other. You're not trying to give your opinion on the next person's life and what you think they should be doing. And love and forgive too, because we all probably have hurt each other in somewhere. So forgive, let it go, and love on each other and enjoy the food. Enjoy getting together, loving the food. Happy Thanksgiving. Let me see, is there anything else that I want to say in relation to things? Be safe. Say a lot of people are traveling this Thanksgiving. Kudos to y'all. So enjoy Thanksgiving. Be happy. And don't forget about the phone. Even if you were not able to go and visit your family, call them. Call them up. Tell them Happy Thanksgiving. Check on people. If you have room at your table and your neighbor don't have anybody or this and that, invite them over. Now, if they say no, it's fine, because sometimes people are just happy spending that, maybe they stay so busy that to them this is a good day for them to be able to rest, watch their shows, eat their food, and they good. They are not sad. They happy with who they are. Because sometimes we be thinking people are sad because they buy themselves and they're not sad at all. They like, no, leave me alone. This is the one day I get to myself. So don't be trying to make people come to stuff if they, I'm talking about neighbors or friends, because sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, they don't have family around. Let me go get them. Let me go, and then people, if you do have a Thanksgiving day planned that, for whatever reason, you're not with your family, but you really have just planned a great day with yourself, because you like me, I enjoy meat. The good thing about, yourself is that you ain't got to worry about nobody being ready to go when you ain't ready, doing stuff that you like, it's just you, in a lot of cases, when you do go places, you're going to be around other people, I've been like that, like, all my life. I don't have to have, somebody right with me all the time. Matter of fact, sometimes I feel like I prefer not, but, because where I'm going and what I'm doing, I'm going to see people, and I'm going to be talking to people when I get there and stuff, so it's like I'm good, So for you people that already got this great day planned out, that no, I'm just gonna, watch some Ace Parade. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna work on this or work on that. And somebody calls me, hey, come on over. And you don't want to go, just nicely tell them, no, thank you. I appreciate it, but I'm good. And so, because you don't have to go, because then some people pull themselves up and make themselves go to something because somebody invited them, and then they're upset later because they're like, I didn't even want to go there in the first. Well, don't do stuff you don't want to do. Learn to say no. It's your life. You don't have to do stuff you don't want to do. But I think, you all need people like me reminding you all of that, because people think just because somebody told them something to do something or asked them that they had to go do it. No. I remember I went through that on dates. I used to think just because somebody liked me or asked me out that I had to go to dinner with them, or I had to, because they seemed nice. And then I learned, no, because I've been on some dinner dates and I'd be wishing I was at home reading a book. Oh, so I like to read a lot, huh? But that's just how not good the date. But I mean, again, they was nice, but I had to learn that just because a person's nice don't mean that's the person for you. I've learned that too. There gotta be some chemistry there. So you don't have to go out on a date just because somebody asks you. You just politely tell them no, and if they get mad at you for it, I don't know, whatever. That's what we're talking about now with sexual harassment. If somebody asks you out and you say no, they shouldn't get mad with you, call you a name, or either start treating you bad, especially if you work with them in the entertainment industry or just work with them, start treating you negatively different because they tried to hit on you and you said no. No means no. And that's just it. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Don't be scared to ask people out, because, never know. They might say yes. And, but if a person tells you no, then, just, okay. I mean, because you don't want to be going out with somebody that don't like you and you should appreciate them for saying no. Because some people don't like you like that in a relationship type way, and they won't tell you. And that's like the worst too, because they give you hints a little bit that they like you, but then they pull back a little bit. You don't know which way it is, and then you just have to gauge for yourself and love yourself enough to be like, well, if this person like me, this person is going to eventually show me or not. And so let me pull back and stop giving attention to this person in that way. Now, again, you still cool with them. You're nice. You ain't got nothing against them. That was just my scenario of saying that it's better for a person to tell you should respect the person to tell you no right off if they're not interested in you than just leading you on, and sometimes women, you gotta watch it, because, well, men and women do it, but especially I know sometimes men will do it because men like to have different women in the pockets. They like to, if this one don't work out, they want to keep a good gateway open to this chick, so that if it don't work out with that chick, they want to be able to go back to this chick. I work around men, I know what they do. Or sometimes they have all of y'all at the same time, or concubines like some celebrities have, but they just have a whole bunch of women. They pick which one they want to be with or take out that day. I don't know. I refuse to be a part of a concubine. I don't care how much money you have. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. That's what we're really on. Happy Thanksgiving. So enjoy your day. I am Michelle Hope Walker. Okay, you can watch other videos on YouTube. Spend your Thanksgiving watching some of my videos and be encouraged. Just go to YouTube, go to Michelle Hope Walker Speaks on YouTube, and then you're going to have to click on videos. Because I don't know why it used to be when people just pulled up Michelle Hope Walker Speaks on YouTube, my videos came up, but then I know sometimes when they say no content, and I'm like, okay, YouTube, you trying to stop people from watching my video, what's going on, So you have to actually click to the video, so then you'll see all my videos. Because I'm like, I'm out here like Bin Laden, kicking out videos all the time. I make reference to Bin Laden because people used to always talk about how Bin Laden was always doing videos. And people were saying they couldn't find him. But anyway, okay. But it's like I'm in the video. I'm all up in the video. Anyway, so I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. So yeah, that's YouTube, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Instagram is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period. Listen. Twitter is Hope_Speaks. Hope_Speaks. Okay, so God bless. Happy Thanksgiving and have a good Thanksgiving. God bless.